to Palm Beach, bud.
Holy crap.
I wish I got my power rams from either one of them, but both previous owners wanted my rams. Okay, so did we ever explain what happened?
Not really. We can go in depth here.
Well, in depth wise, in the video, this is like 5 months later.
Yeah.
So this is 5 months later, kind of reviewing what happened to this 318 remanufactured, almost brand new engine. The connector got broke when it was disconnected, just sitting in the truck for however long, to the powertrain control module, and which probably ended up making it arc with another part of the plug. Lo and behold, the powertrain control module is not speaking to the engine, and it's too early of a system to really find an easy one. Again, a whole new system. So this is probably a great 318 still. I know I said it probably jumped timing chain, but I don't think it did. So we'll just convert it back to a carb, and we're gonna throw it in probably a 50s Dodge. So that engine is gonna be used. And then obviously you can see what's in the horizon right there. It's a 12 valve, same year as this truck. They're identical years, they're both 90s. Well, this is a 91, 90, whatever, same thing. And then all the reading I've been doing, these actually, it's one of the easiest swaps supposedly anybody ever is gonna do, because the bulkhead harness is the same. All the wiring supposedly just plugs right up. It's actually, it's super simple. At least that's what I'm praying. If all the sayers online that put these 12 valves and ram chargers the same as a ram charger, the short wheelbase, I think so. This should be a very quick and easy swap, and that way we can actually get this on the road and guarantee it, and it's going to be a short wheelbase Cummins, which is really cool. Everybody likes that when that kind of happens.
Explain phase one.
Phase one of this whole situation is, well, we just put it in the garage, so that's half the phase. So this engine obviously has to come out, and transmission, because that's what is controlled by the PCM, as well as that engine and transmission is going to come out. To do that, we've got to pull these front wraps off. One of either of us are going to pull one front wrap off, while the other pulls the other front wrap off. And then that way, all we need to do is push this one. Well, we'll probably end up getting this engine out first, putting it on the ground right there, or taking it and storing it somewhere. And then we'll probably push this guy back further, move that yellow truck back further, and try to move this side in the garage. Put this Cummins right here, and then we'll prep this frame and prep everything for installation. Now that transfer case is junked. This one's good. So we're gonna use this transfer case. It is lighter duty, so it worries me a little bit. It should be all right. I've read everywhere it should be all right. That's just a stock Cummins, and we're never gonna go, for an off-roading truck or just a frick around truck, we don't need 800 horse for four-wheel drive. Some days you do, but not.
I don't need it.
You don't need it.
I don't need it.
You don't need it.
I need it!
Anyway, and then we'll pull both engines, basically just go flop them on the ground, and then we'll throw the Cummins in here. What I've read, all you gotta do is drill out one motor mount and the transmission mount, pull that one, put it in there, and then basically we're already set up. Even the drive shafts don't even need shortened, is what I've read. So we'll see how much actually that reads true. And I don't know, we might be the first ones to ever put on YouTube. We'll probably be the first ones to put a Cummins of the same generation in the same generation of truck, but short wheelbase. I don't know, could be wrong. If I am wrong, whatever, we're still gonna be the most well documented and best looking. We're still also praying that bulkhead harness are identical, and that this one will read the exact same as it should inside, as well as that one. If not, we're gonna be switching some dashes around, and I don't want to do that again, but we'll do it if we have to. Anyway, and then as you can see, our beautiful wagon is now sitting on the lift and ready for that to be pulled out. We're waiting for our transmission jack that goes above our head because we don't want to pull that engine out, because we just don't.
Just loosen up the motor mounts and then bend it up a little bit and slide her on out.
Put a chain around her and chain it up. Oh, put a chain around it and then put a 2x4 across the fenders and bingo, bango, bongo.
Yep.
There we go. So gotta use some woodworking knowledge in with it.
By the way, that was a good phase one.
What?
You didn't split it up into phases.
Oh, so all the phases were just put in there. If you're smart enough, you'll understand all the phases and you'll realize we're gonna have a running truck no matter what after one of the phases. So phase one, put this in that and make it run.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully we'll give you a time frame too. We'll do kind of what we did when we first started putting this together. Since it will be the 24 fucking hour truck. We'll be the 24-hour truck. We'll see if we can do in 24 hours. Running and driving truck in 24 hours, or else we suck. Also, if anybody saw it or not, that thing's got a visor. That is freaking sick. That's going on there. And also this has windows and stuff. We also need to put our windows back in that. That's not 24-hour crap. Like I said last time. So everybody in there, if you actually think that we're gonna get this and accomplish this and get this on the road in 24 hours, like, comment, subscribe, and buy our t-shirts that we don't have available. Okie dokie, everybody, welcome home. So we've made pretty quick work of this front end, as Alex falls. We've been using our nice new tools we've got. They're probably the way to go if you have money. I haven't done too much other stuff except unhook some lines and stuff. We've only been at it for about half an hour at most. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get underneath and start unhooking exhaust and try to somehow get that transfer case to just sit up there. We're gonna have to get a bar down there and kind of do some finagling. So it's gonna get interesting as time progresses here. Hopefully we can get this guy out in a timely manner, and then we can either jump over to the other side project and pull that transmission, or bring this door up and kind of start working on that and kind of get that one unleashed, because we're gonna have to push this all the way back as far as everything can go, and then we'll maybe be able to get that whole front end in of the Cummins in here, which would be nice. We'll have to see what happens. Wish us luck. It's a little chilly out. We're not in our heated garage, so we're wussies now.
Our most primal ways, they won't be refused. I've tried to tame them. I go wild over you. I go wild over you. I go wild over you. And I've heard you talking to the moon.
All right, as you can see by the bloody mess on the ground, Alex cut himself. It was very sad.
It was my pinky.
His pinky bled all over the floor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
So this guy is actually out now. He didn't fight us too badly. I think we probably put an hour in on it. This is gonna be a grand old time. The only thing I'm really worried about is how we're gonna get that transfer case to somehow line up and be lucky with that 727. So I hear that they are identical. Well, that's what I hear. And we'll hope what I hear is correct. And then we can just slide it right in, and there goes our DMs.
Nice.
From what I know, all we need to do now is we're just gonna have to drill these out a little bit further, and then that Cummins actually slips right in these same mounts, and then we just bada boosh. If that's not how it goes, you'll be sure to know, because we'll let you know. As of right now, I think the status is we're gonna have to do some add some leaf springs from that front end over here, because this front end definitely not be big enough after that. Big guy's gonna go like this. We'll have to add that. I think we're gonna have to pull the tank of that guy and put it in this guy, or we'll just add a fuel cell or something in the back like we did with the Highboy for now, and then try to get that to work later.
You want to add more of a diagnosis on
what kind of happened to this?
How many ways this thing killed itself?
At this point, like, there's so many different things that could have been a factor. I guess we should have pumped that gas out, because now you smelling these freaking injectors. I can't even rip it out of the hole. But so these injectors, if you look at it, look how small those are. Look how gooey that is in there. I'm thinking We have no idea. This is more speculation than anything, but the good chances this could have ran lean because these got clogged up because the old fuel and then caused whatever happened. Or again, this is our plug that killed us. That could have, when we hit that bump coming out of the shop, it could have pounced over and arced and then told one cylinder fire when we weren't supposed to. Or it's, dude, there's just so many things that we are not sure of, especially since it wouldn't fire on starting fluid after a little bit. Yeah, it should have even fired on starting fluid with these nasty jets in it.
So I guess we'll see if it works with the carb.
So yeah, we'll run this engine with a carb, and it will be in that Dodge. That's the one on our channel that my dad talked about. I think that's the plan of action now. So that's where this engine is going, and it ran great for.
It didn't.
For it didn't. What, stupid computers. Just look at all that wiring. It's like 90. Come on, you don't need that much wiring, guys.
And so now a different video series that we're gonna keep continuing.
Pause. Okay, we'll be back at this when it's a warmer day outside and we're not expected to get shit weather and be cold. Well, welcome to the Cummins. We've kind of established some bad news. When I did a really quick research on these trucks, on how well they would kind of cooperate with each other, I figured out that that transfer case would work with this 727, and now we're kind of a depressing moment where no, it won't work. So we have to. I was told by the previous owner that this transfer case is junk. Kind of the only reason why we bought the truck is I thought it was going to be it's a good, everything would just switch right over, be fine. But now we got to rebuild this transfer case. So we're just going to pull this engine out and then throw this front end back on and pray. That's it. That's really it. This right here is 1,500 pounds of mean green wrecking machine. We've gotten to the actual hoodla bobbity bois, and we're getting ready to do something. Crawl under there and start unleashing the beast. We have bad news, the transfer case, obviously. We might pull a transfer, kind of pull this the same way we pulled that, and this yada yeet it, and then pull the transfer case down from here and here, and then just mount the transfer cases. That way we kind of have a straight shot, or we'll just pull out as one unit. We're gonna kind of see how we're gonna work this out. Need a little bit of planning. And we also need to get a killer dowel pin still. Okay, anyways, we got good news though. The wiring plugged right in to that cab. So we're gonna see how much stuff actually functions when we put that yada yeet in that yada yeet.
So this thing's been in here since 2011.
Oh, is it actually? It's not time lapsing?
No.
Oh.
We're talking now, bud.
Oh. So here we are. This is our podcast we're starting. It's called Scraping Dirt Off of Cummins Diesels. We've been at this at least for 3.5 hours. Basically how long it took to build an entire Gas Monkey garage build, but you know, we're realists here. Anyway, good news is that the transmission was rebuilt in 2011. Bad news is that the transfer case is shot. It has a little bit of wobbles.
She got the wobbles.
Wobble baby, wobble baby. Ooh, look at that. That's a good chunk. I would totally recommend this for stress relief and on cold days. It's really nice for your hands. Y'all may ask why we're doing this. It's because we have to rebuild this. Just like a TH350, because people are too expensive.
A carving a cake.
Carving a cake. You remember that show? TLC? Cake Boss?